I am here in Nomura Research Institute, one of the most interesting Haikyos left in Japan. But what is a Haikyo?
Haikyo can quite literally be translated as ruins. For a long time, urban explorers of Japan have been fascinated by them. These Haikyos are buildings that were built during Japan's post-war economic boom that eventually were not sustainable after Japan's economic bubble burst in the late 80s. This meant that many power plants, hotels, amusement parks and real estate were simply abandoned, since demolishing them would have cost money and many times holding onto the buildings may have provided the owners with tax deductions. So overall, it was simply easier and cheaper for the owners to just leave them as they were.
And tonight we're taking a look at one of the more interesting Haikyos around, the Nomura Research Institute. Let's go!
This abandoned research center is located in a forest about 2 hours away from Tokyo by car. And if you ever want to visit here, I really suggest taking a car, since the hike to the forest from the nearest train station takes about an hour. Since I wanted the full experience, I walked all the way there while listening to the sound of bamboo in the wind. Eventually, after a long hike, I arrived to a ghost town. No one was there, and no one had been there for 40 years. The main buildings seemed to be in a really good shape, given that they had not been used for decades. I decided to start by walking around the buildings, thinking I was the only one there, but in fact, I wasn't.
Here I am in the middle of the jungle, pretty much. Most of this stuff seems to be boarded up. This is an old water pump, I am quite sure. And as you can see, it is in pretty bad shape. What is this? Turbine? Imagine playing like hide and seek in here as a kid. God damn, that'd be quite something. Oh, there was some guy there. Some guy was there. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe I'll pretend I didn't see him, because it looked like he wasn't just, you know, walking around. Maybe I'll come back later to see if there's anything there.
This ghost town is the founding location of Nomura Research Institute and was built in 1965. But then, in 1988, the headquarters were relocated into Tokyo, and since then, these buildings have been just sitting in the middle of the forest, rotting away, unused. After this place was abandoned, there were many plans to reuse these facilities, but one of the interesting things about this place is that it is actually so huge that in the current laws it is actually illegal to have facilities this large, which is actually one of the main reasons it is going to be demolished soon. 20 years later, after the facilities had been abandoned, to celebrate the Research Institute's stock listing, the building and the land were donated to the city, which is why this area is available to visitors.
This monument right here is to commemorate the passing of these facilities to the city of Kamakura, as it says in here, in 2002. Now, even though the building is actually in a pretty good condition, sadly all of it is boarded up. And that is of course because the city owns the property and they do not want to take any responsibility if the floor breaks down on someone who's inside or something. But I think we can find a look inside somewhere. Let's go find out.
Most of the rooms were just filled to the brim with old paperwork and other office supplies that had been left there from the 80s. I really wanted to see what the papers had written in them. I mean, yeah, sure, most likely it would be quite boring paperwork, but you do get quite curious when it's a place like this. There's a boat inside. Why is there a boat inside the offices? Truth is, if I was anywhere else than in Japan, I would probably just sneak in and take a look. I mean, it's an abandoned place that no one really owns. It's not like I would mess anything up. The place is already messy, and I wouldn't make it any messier. Since it's Japan though, I try to be respectful and follow the rules as closely as I can. I try my best to give foreigners a good reputation here, and I feel like now after other YouTubers and live streamers have given us a bad reputation, it's more important than it has ever been before. This place has unsurprisingly been used as a filming location a couple of times, and definitely is a cool place to visit, take pictures and play around in. Especially if you live around here and have already seen all the regular tourist locations. I have to talk about this. This is one of the things I love about Japan. As you can see, I'm here. Abandoned, haunted, no one's been here for about 50 years. It's all ruins. But then, look at here. Look at here. Toilets. Now, just looking at them, they look pretty rough, but let's see how rough they actually are. You see, clean. Running water. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive, right? Well, look here. Wanna take a piss? All clean, all good, all works. Now, Lord knows, you come here, you don't have any toilet paper, you're like me actually right now, and you need to take a... What do? You have this. It has an X on it. It looks like don't go here. This gonna be horrible, right? Well, let's see. Oh, we open it up. It's a clean toilet. Clean toilet. And look, toilet paper. Extra toilet paper. It's perfect. What can I say? I love Japan. Says to watch out for the hornets and snakes. Well, let's watch out. I wonder what this area is. Almost kind of looks like maybe there used to be flower beds in here. Kind of gives me that kind of vibe. And I think this building right here, the other side was glass, so maybe it was a greenhouse, and this was kind of the green area of the Research Institute. I'm scared of the snakes and hornets quite a bit. I'm walking in here. Oh shit. Look at my goddamn shirt. Ah! Look, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Perkele! Every single thing wants to grab me around here. After I had taken half of the forest with me on my shirt, it was time to check out what that guy I saw earlier was up to. Oh. There's a door open and I thought I could open the door, but it just fell on me. When I looked inside, I became speechless. I saw something that made me slowly understand what he was probably doing in there. Okay, those are new shoes, definitely his. This confirms that the guy lives here, so let's just leave. Let's not disturb anyone's home, okay? I honestly feel kind of bad. I don't know. I don't know. The homeless problem is kind of sad in Japan, and to kind of have to live in a place like this is pretty. It is quite grim. I feel bad barging into someone's home. I think you guys can understand. I'm just thinking how to approach this video, because I wanted this to be just like, hey, come check out this cool place in Japan, but now that I know this is technically someone's home, it just kind of makes me reevaluate things a bit. But I mean, this is a huge area, and the guy was just living in a small hole behind in the forest, kind of. So I guess I have to say, please do come check this place out. This will be demolished soon, so check it out while you can. But if you go, like, you know, back there behind the buildings, in the corners and whatever, and you see a guy there, just let him be, okay? Just let him be. That was really cool. I think that was the song they played here when the place was about to close down 50 years ago, and it still seems like they are playing the same song here after all this time to a pretty much a haunted building. And it's cool, but it's also a bit creepy, and I think it's time for us to leave too, because even though, I mean, no one's gonna of course come here and check if I'm here, but at the same time, after what has happened with streamers, YouTubers in Japan in the past couple of months, I think it's better to just, you know, respect the laws and get the hell out of here.